Well, welcome everybody to this Reliv Opportunity webinar. I'm excited to be your host tonight. My name is Roger Broberg. I live in Utah, and we're going to have some fun tonight and learn a little bit about Reliv. So let's go ahead and get started. So Reliv International is a food science company. They're in their 33rd year now, and we're a nutrition company based out of St. Louis. The products are clinically proven, they're patented and backed by science, and they're guaranteed to work. We're the only epigenetic nutrition company in the US. And if you don't know what epigenetics are, we're going to find out here in just a minute. I'll tell you about that. This company has great integrity and strong family values. And I really love this company and the leaders. So the Reliv Difference, there's a lot of different companies out there, but the Reliv Difference has to do with these 5 things. First, it's bioavailable. It's formulated to be absorbed very quickly. It's in a powder form that you mix with liquid, and it's absorbed very quickly at a cellular level. Hang on just a second. I need to let one of our speakers in. Okay, and it's synergistic. The ingredients that are in Reliv are all formulated to work together and to give you that 1 + 1 = 5 type of equation. So optimal nutrition means that we don't base our nutritional amounts in those products on the daily minimal requirements. We base them on what our bodies need to actually operate at its very best. And we have guaranteed quality ingredients. They go to great lengths to make sure that these ingredients are the best ingredients that they can get. And the biggest difference is Reliv Works. My wife used to take supplements and vitamins for years because she knew that she needed to and that she was supposed to, but she never really felt the difference until we got on Reliv. And then that made a big difference, and I'll tell you about that here in just a minute too. So there's a lot of science behind Reliv. We have 10 product patents. We have clinically proven formulas. And again, we're pioneers in that nutritional epigenetics field. This is Dr. Galvez. He's a research scientist. He discovered the very first dietary ingredient that works at the epigenetic level. And what that means is we have our DNA that makes up who we are. It makes up how tall we are, our eye color, our hair color, and our shoe size. Most of that can't be changed. You can change your hair color, I guess, but not permanently, right? So the epigenome is the packaging material around the DNA. And that actually tells those genes and those cells how they are to express themselves. And lunasin goes in and attaches itself to that epigenome and turns off the bad genes and turns on the good genes. So we actually can take some control on those things that are passed down to us from our predecessors. We are not stuck with what we've inherited genetically that way. So let's talk about the core nutrition. This heals at an epigenetic level again. It's clinically proven formulas. It's balanced nutrition, patented as a whole food. We have the 2 kids products that are up there on top, vanilla and chocolate. My grandkids love the vanilla. A lot of kids love that chocolate. And then you have the 3 adult products, and you choose one of those 3. There's the Now with Whey on the left. The classic formula is our original formula. And then there's the Now on the right, which is the soy-based protein. We also have targeted solutions that you can add to those shakes and either speed up the results or increase your results if you're not getting to where you want to with just the core nutrition. We have FiberStore for digestive health, has 2 different kinds of fiber in there, one to clean out the digestive system and the other to clean out the rest of the body, the arteries, the bloodstream, the cardiovascular system. ArthEffect is for joint health, has $10 million of clinical studies that shows that it helps to support joint repair and joint health. Cardio Essentials also has a clinical study on it that shows that it lowers heart disease and the risk of heart disease by, I think it's at least 30%. It was like 30% and some change. GlucoEffect is for blood sugar management, also has clinical studies on it, lowers blood sugars in 2 months with the people that were on the double-blind study by 30%, and on average lost 16 pounds. 24K is a great energy and focus drink. I actually had some of that just before we came on, and I was kind of rushed coming home from work and just kind of feel that calmness and that just focus with that drink. I love it. Reverse Age does just that. It helps to reverse the aging process. Provantage is a lean muscle builder and also helps with nerve damage. Soy Essentials is for women's health, for both menopause and for PMS issues that women have. And Energize is a hydration drink. And on the far right there is a brand new Energize that has 60% less sugar in it. And that's really yummy. It's a lemon lime ice, and the other Energize comes in either orange or lemon. And also in the targeted solutions, we have the Leonard X that I talked about before. That's that one ingredient that goes in and turns off the bad genes and turns on the good genes. And that's in a capsule form, and you can add additional Leonard into either into your shake or into your diet. And then Defense also has 4 different ingredients that have like 17,000 studies that show that it supports the immune system. Great ingredients in that Defense, and a very timely product for what's going on right now in the world. We also have 3 other products that are in our targeted solutions. This is the Fit 3 products. You have Burn that helps to boost your metabolism and burn that fat. Active is a protein drink for both pre-workout and post-workout. For recovery, has 3 different kinds of proteins in there. And Purify is a mild liver cleanse and a probiotic. And so all of those 3 help to support your weight loss. Now, we have exercise videos. Those are online. Those are completely free. You can just log into reliv.com and get those. There might be another website, I think fit3.com. But also you have nutrition help that just helps you to make better food choices and live in the real world, but just make great food choices. So it's a great program. And then we have the RLB line, and that's the hemp extract line that Reliv added about a year ago. It's organically grown in the U.S. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, and goes through multi-step testing to ensure that it's pure and effective. And with every batch, you get a certificate of analysis. And, you know, you're just not going to find any better hemp products out there. And then the latest one that they've added to the line is the hemp melatonin and L-tryptophan formula that helps with sleep. And if I'm wound up at night, this just really helps me to calm down. Within 15 minutes, I'm zonking out and drifting off to sleep. So I love that product also. And man, what a great line that is. And you guys, the neat thing is that Reliv also has a nonprofit arm of the company or the corporation, and it's called the Kolobrus Foundation. And through donations of distributors and others, we help feed 30, 40,000 people daily. Those are in the U.S. and other countries, 9 different countries. That's all distributor supported. And it's named after Dr. Kolobrus, who was the creator of that original classic formula. You can see some of the before and after pictures here. This is Rodlin from Haiti. You can see the severe edema and problems with his skin. And after just several months, you can see what a happy baby he was. These kids stay in these feeding programs. Sometimes that's the only nourishment they're getting in the day. And you can see him now as a young man, and what a difference this has made for him in his life. This is Rosemarie. She was 2 years old and she weighed 8 pounds. And she was severely malnourished. And just after 19 days on Reliv, she gained 6 pounds of muscle and just totally doing a lot better. So we're going to go around and hear some of the reality of what these Reliv products are doing. And first off, I'd like to share my story quickly. I'm Roger Broberg, and we've been using the Reliv products for quite a while. We've had amazing success in our family. My daughter has an autoimmune disease that is not treatable or curable, and it's potentially fatal to him. And 6 months on Reliv, her disease totally turned around. She hasn't had any more problems with the disease in the 14 years we've been on this. My lower back problems that I had for 30 years are no longer an issue for me. I've been pain-free now for 14 years. And I've lowered my cholesterol by 80 points. I've lost 45 pounds in the last year on Reliv. And my wife's arthritis is about 90% better. And we've shared this with other people, and we help them to get results. That's been a lot of fun, you guys. Just making a difference in people's lives and helping them. And as you do that, the company pays you. We've earned as much as $7,100 in a month, and that's just part-time, but it's all around helping people. So I'd like to go around the country a little bit here. And Jim, or could you come on? You're in California. Could you come on and tell us how Reliv has helped you? And Jim, if you're talking, we can't hear you. You must be muted. Let's come back to Jim here in a minute, see if we can get him cleared up. Linda Kirkwood, could you come on and share for us?
Yes, Roger, I would love to do that. When I came into Reliv about 6 years ago, I was having very low expectations, but for me, they felt really right. What I wanted was to have more energy. It seemed simple, and it really was very effective. In 3 days, my energy just soared. I couldn't believe it. I have taken vitamins all of my life, and nothing had made me feel like this powder in a can did. So about 5 days in, I realized that my brain fog had lifted, that I could think clearer. I was totally amazed with that. But the biggest thing was I had had migraine headaches from the time I was 4. I struggled with them all of my life. There was many times that I missed weddings and different events at church, and so many times almost my son's graduation with such a pounding headache that I couldn't hardly lift my head off the pillow. And I was absolutely amazed that in 1 month, these headaches that I had had, these migraines, all of my life were gone. It's now been 6 years. I've not had another migraine in all of that time. That is, to me, just pure gold. It changed my life. It changed my quality of life. I also had edema in my legs and my ankles, and that slowed me down. I found it to be very embarrassing when I traveled. It would take several days for my legs and feet to regulate to their normal size, and that would keep me from swimming or wanting to wear shorts or anything like that. So that was quite a struggle. And when I added Fibrosor into my diet, that went away. I have been on Reliv now for 6 years, and with the changes that it's made in my life, my husband also began taking it. He had a stroke a few years back and was struggling with memory, and he started taking 24K, and his memory right now today is so perfect. He just doesn't forget things. It's absolutely amazing. Not only the recovery that he got, but how it advanced his memory with all of that. He also was bone on bone with his knees, and after staying faithful with the Arth Effect, he got to where he was pain-free with that and get his quality of life back. He golfs, he bowls, he swims. He just enjoys life. He still works 30 hours a week and just enjoys living. And that's all because of what Reliv has done for us. But when we got such great results, I just couldn't keep my mouth still. I had to tell everybody that I knew. I went out and talked to friends. I talked to neighbors. I talked to my family. All I talked was Reliv. I could not believe the difference it had made in my life. And pretty soon a business was born. And I have enjoyed this for 6 years. Some of the things that I do is vendor events. I have traveled even to different states to do events, and we do a huge event here in Michigan. And I have had some results just recently going to some fire departments. I've been talking to some firemen, trying to get them into a prevention for some of the things that they deal with fires. And so I have lists that go on and on for about 5 years now, and I've gone back to some of my old lists, re-engaged with people, and people are looking for what I have. And it has just really caused my my business to soar. And just recently I promoted up, and I'm very happy to say that Reliv has definitely changed my life and the life of my family, and we're just blessed to be a part of this family.
That's awesome, Linda, and congratulations on going Master Director last month. That just means that you've helped a lot of people and are working with a lot of people to change their lives. So thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Let's go to Joni Schwartz. Joni, could you come on and share?
Sure, I'm happy to, and thank you for having me on. Like Roger said, my name is Joni Schwartz, and I live in the beautiful state of Michigan. And I'm so grateful that somebody told me about Reliv 12 years ago. My background, well, I'm a lawyer who hated practicing law. I moved to New York to follow my passion, which was the fashion business, started a costume jewelry manufacturing company. And for 10 years, I was a top-selling jewelry vendor at Saks Fifth Avenue throughout the country. And I loved what I did. It was very magical. But after 10 years of just working and working and working and working, woke up on that 10th year totally burnt out. I had swollen glands. I was exhausted. Everything in my body hurt. I thought it was the flu. I thought if I slept, I'd feel better, but cut to 3 months later, and I deteriorated to the point where my husband was cutting up my food to feed me. I lost a lot of my cognition. I swear I thought I had Alzheimer's. I hurt so badly that he couldn't put his arms around me. I couldn't put a blanket on top of me. And it was just really scary. And we went from doctor to doctor. It took 2 years to be diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. And I tried everything to get better. Eastern medicine, Western medicine, you name it, I tried it. And nothing was bringing me back to life. I went from like Superwoman, who felt like I could accomplish everything, to somebody who couldn't get off the sofa and could accomplish nothing. It was horrible. And after 7 years, the doctors gave up on me, said there's nothing that they can do for me. Little by little, my life was falling apart. I developed pancreatitis. Multiple times, developed type 2 diabetes from a damaged pancreas, developed neuropathy. And by year 15, I had been bedridden for 15 years, near bedridden, and I wanted to end my life. But that's exactly when Reliv came into my life through my friend's parents. They told me how it had helped them with their arthritis, and they were 80 years old. They were in much better shape than I was at half their age. But I ended up taking it thinking it won't work, but just to appease them. Oh my gosh, that first week I came in her room dancing and twirling around my husband saying, my word, I haven't felt like this for 15 years. In 6 weeks time, the brain fog lifted, a lifetime of the irritable bowel sorted, and I had a sense of wellness. It took 4 months for that fibromyalgia pain to disappear, but it did. And around 4 months time, I was able to start to introduce food back into my diet that I hadn't been able to eat because of the pancreatitis. 8 months time, neuropathy started to reverse, and it'll be 13 years in February. And I'm so grateful for the life that I have. Now, when all that started, we actually had two needs. We had moved from Michigan to New York because my husband's an advertising executive. He got a job as a senior vice president at a big ad agency. But the first year we got two nice cars. The second year we got a beautiful house, and the third year was 2009, and the economy in the U.S. crashed. His company closed his division, and he was left with a sick wife and no way to pay our mortgage. But Reliv had just come into our life without even really realizing we started a business. We had a heart to share. We shared with two of our friends who got great results. The first month, the company sent us a check for $250. The second month, we told more people it was $500. The fourth month, it was $2,000. And I'm just so grateful because we have a 4-figure income that comes in every month. Our high month has been just over $6,000. We have a business that spans 10 different countries, and nobody will ever take Reliv away from me. It's changed our world.
Wow, Joni. Thank you so much for sharing. What an impact you're making on people's lives, and that's so cool that's helping you guys out so much as you do that too. So thank you so much for being on the call.
My pleasure.
Let's go out to Jim Orth in California now. Jim, can you come on?
Yes. Good evening, everybody. This is Jim Orth from Anaheim, California. I've been involved with Reliv for about 8 years now. I joined when I came down with a hernia, and in the weeks leading up to my surgery, I was trying to talk to as many people as possible who've had experience with hernia. That way I knew what to expect and what to go through. And the main things I kept hearing from all of them are, oh, those are no fun. You're going to be in so much pain, and it's going to take this amount of time before you completely recover and get back to your normal self. But after my surgery, I noticed I didn't have anywhere near the type of pain that they seemed to have experienced. And I think that was because of, the Reliv products I was taking. And I just maybe ached a little bit, but that was it. I was able to stand up straight after only about a day and a half. And I was just walking slowly just to take it easy, but I wasn't really limping like how that badly as most other people do after hernia surgeries. So after that, I started taking the products for all my other everyday activities that helps me out with, mainly softball and bike riding. And that also got me interested in the business as well, because I wanted to share my results with as many people as possible and to see how many lives I can help and change. And little by little, I've seen my business grow. And as time goes on, I'm meeting new people all the time, to share Reliv with. And that's why I think things are just going to get better from here.
Jim, thank you for sharing. And I know you do that. I know you have people at the meetings, and you're just a great example of reaching out to people and getting Reliv in front of people. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, Roger.
So,
Thanks for having me.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to go out to Chicago now, to Mare Hill. Mare, could you come on and share for us? Mare, if you're there, I can't hear you.
Hi. Now I'm on.
There you are.
Thank you, Roger, for having me on tonight. My name is Mare Hill, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I've been with Reliv for almost 18 years, and prior to Reliv, when Reliv found me. I had been working with nutritionists for 5 years. I was tired all the time. Like Linda, all I wanted was energy. And I was diagnosed with digestive issues, leaky gut, candida, food allergies. I was put on 150 supplements a day and told not to eat sugar, gluten, dairy, pork, chicken, peanuts, caffeine, or alcohol. And I did that really faithfully for 3 years. All I wanted was that energy, and never got it. So I stopped, and it was a few weeks later that I was introduced to Reliv. And like Linda, I didn't think powders in a can were going to help me, but I was motivated to try because my youngest, it was really for my youngest, Jack Hill, who he had chronic ear infections. He was 5 at the time. He had already had ear tube surgery 3 times, and he was still getting ear infections. And one of the stories that was shared with me that day was about a little boy not having ear infections anymore and avoiding ear tube surgery. And so I thought that alone was enough for me to say, we're all going to get on these products. I have 3 boys and my husband, so we all got on to support Jack. I got the energy I was looking for in the first week. That was amazing to me. The part I didn't expect is I have scoliosis, so I've always had lower back issues, and it was never really bad until I ran my first marathon. And after that, I ended up with a shooting pain down my left leg, different than sciatica because I had that when I was pregnant, but this was much more chronic. And my chiropractor, and I was there 4 and 5 times a month, he said, you need to learn to live with this pain. There's nothing I can do. You're shaped this way. Good luck. And 2 months on these products, that pain went away, and I ran another marathon. It wasn't an issue again. Like I said, it's been almost 18 years. I have gotten, my gut is sensitive. I know that it is. I've gotten retested over the years for leaky gut, candida, for food allergies, and there's no sign of it in my system. So the products have been amazing for Jack. Jack actually is a master affiliate. He's been on these products for almost 18 years too. He did get 2 ear infections that first year, but he never got another one. I mean, it truly changed all of our lives. And I was not looking for a business. I already owned my own company. I made a healthy 6-figure income. I built my business into the $15 million range, and there really wasn't another minute in my day with my 3 boys at home, my husband, and 25 employees. But you hear stories like this, and how can you not tell people? At least for me, I couldn't not tell people. And I ended up jumping in the business the same day. I had never tasted the product. Remember, I really didn't think it was going to do anything for me anyway. I just shared the stories. Even before I drank my first shake, I called the first 10 people I thought of and said, hey, you need to know about this. And, my attitude was, what you do with this information is up to you, but it was almost selfish on my part. I felt a moral obligation to share what I knew, and now my conscience was clear that I've told them. And everybody percolates at different ranges. That's why I just tell people, as many people as I could, as fast as I could. And I started earning $1,000 a month pretty quick, just retailing a lot of product. And then it grew to $2,000, and over the years, this is all around my full-time career. And then a couple of years in, after a really grueling summer where I was back to working 60, 70, and 80-hour weeks, and my boys, I left before they got up, and I came home after they went to bed. And so by August, when I came home early, for me, it was 5:30, and I walked in, and they were playing, and they didn't even look up, and they said, oh, hi, Dad. And that's when my heart broke. And I made the decision to close my company so I could be home with my boys. And best decision I ever made. I never looked back. I loved what I did. I loved the people I work with. I'm still friends with a lot of them, but my heart was home with my boys. And my income just grew from there. $3,000 a month, $4,000. My highest month was over $7,000. Reliv has paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. The best part is it's given me the freedom. Like Jack played D1 lacrosse in college. I live in Chicago. He went to school on the East Coast. I was fortunate enough. I went to pretty much all of his games. I think in 4 years I maybe missed 3-4 games total. But Reliv allows you to do that. It gives you the freedom because you just need your mouth and your phone and the willingness to speak to people, and you can create whatever you want. And I've taken advantage of that. So Reliv has changed all of our lives, and I love everything about this company.
Mara, thank you so much for taking time to share with everybody tonight. I know you've blessed some lives with your story. And you guys, something that's really neat that's going to happen this week, Mara is going to be doing our Saturday training. And let's see if we can switch that. So that's at 10:30 Central Time. You can figure your own time zone from there. But don't miss this Saturday. It's going to be a great training. Mayor's going to be doing a Better Than Magic training. Is that right, Mayor?
It is. It's a class I've been teaching for probably about 6 years now on its mindset. And I love teaching Better Than Magic. I taught these processes to all of my boys and to a handful of other people that I mentor and to lots of people who have taken my class. So I've distilled it all down to a few concepts with a Reliv twist, and it'll be on Saturday morning. And I hope you'll join me because, and you know, be open-minded when you come because I will tell you things that you'll just say, huh? So I'll even do a Q&A at the end because I know people are going to have questions. So would love to have you there.
It's going to be awesome. I have seen at least part of Mayor's Better Than Magic training, and you guys, it is incredible. Do what you can to be onto that because you will be blessed if you do. So thanks for being on, Mayor.
Thank you.
So Reliv is a solid business. Like I said, we've been in business for 32 years, in our 33rd year now, and it's an incredible company. And let's go through real quickly how this works when you share these products. There are 5 ways to make money with Reliv, and we'll go through those real quick. There's retail profits, wholesale profits, supplemental income, cash bonuses and trips, and the ambassador program. So if you retail product to someone, if you retail, say, $100, you could make between $20 and $40. Now, I'm not the smartest person, but I knew if I was going to take the same amount of time, I wanted to make the 40 and not the 20. So I positioned myself, and we'll talk about that, how you do that. But everybody understands retail. We all buy retail. So, you know, when you go to the clothing store or whatever, we all buy retail, and we understand all of that. Wholesale, though, is just a relationship between distributors. You can make between 5 and 30% there. So if you position yourself like I did at that highest profit level, at that 40%, say you sponsored somebody at the 25% level, you'd make the difference, which is 15%. If you look on that stair step to get at that 25% level, you pay $375, and in return you get $500 worth of product. That gives you a 25% savings on your products. I decided to go for the master affiliate level, that 40%, because I wanted to have my daughter on these products for at least 6 months, and I wanted to use them for the very best price. Let's kind of go through that a little bit, though. The third form of income is overrides. That's calculated on business volume. So if you are at that highest profit level, at that 40%, which we call a master affiliate, and if you put yourself in that orange box and you sponsored somebody named Susan, and she decided she wanted to also be at that 40%, your retail profit would be gone, your wholesale profit would be gone, but the company still pays you 8% on everything that Susan's group does. Now, as she starts to talk to people, she might talk to somebody named Jim. He might live in California. And so you'd be helping Susan help Jim. And, you know, the company would pay you 6% on that. And on down the line, 4%, 3%, and 2%. That's your supplemental income. Now, if you go to the fourth form of income, there's cash bonuses and trips. And you guys, these are real. I am just a everyday guy. I sell automotive supplies for a living. And a few months ago, I earned a $4,000 bonus with Reliv, plus several other smaller bonuses. You know, the company is incredible. As you help people, they're going to reward you for it. That Star Director bonus can actually double your percentages on that 8, 6, 4, 3, and 2 percentages. And the fifth form of income, the ambassador program, There's extra travel and recognition and cash bonuses. You're basically paid to help others. And that's when you reach a certain level of income per month, and you do that 2 months in a row. That's $4,000, I think, in income. And if I remember right, Linda Kirkwood is just knocking on that door. You might see her name pop up on this here pretty quick. So she's just helping a lot of people, and that's what you're paid to do, is help people in Reliv. So there's 2 ways to get started. You can become a customer. You can kind of dip your toe and taste the product, see if you like them. You have a 100% money-back guarantee for 30 days as you become a customer. And you can become a distributor, and you get anywhere from 20 to 40% savings or 20 to 40% profit as you're selling these products and helping others. So let's take a look a little closer at the distributor end. There's 2 areas that we kind of highlight that are the most popular to get started as a distributor. You can become a quick start as an affiliate, and you get 25% savings or profit level. You pay only $375, like I talked about, for that $500 worth of product, and you get free shipping on that first order. So your total savings is a little over $150. Or you can become a master affiliate. I felt like that was the best decision I've ever made. You get 35 to 40% savings or profit level for the rest of your life. You pay only $32.50 for $5,000 worth of product. On that order, you also get free shipping on that first order. And if you were to share the entire order and you were to retail it, you would earn $17.50, which is a 54% return on investment, which is incredible. I know in my savings account at the bank, I'm only earning about 1 or 2%. So this is a tax write-off, and it's the highest savings and profit level for a lifetime. And the neat thing is that as a distributor, you have a 1-year, 100% guarantee on anything that's unopened. If you decide you don't want to continue with this, anytime within that first year, you can send back anything that's unopened, and the company will refund your money on it. So basically, you have nothing to lose, and that's what I thought. I thought, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to do this. So we have, you guys, what people need most. We have personal freedom. We have supplemental income. We have optimal health. People are looking for all of those things. So whatever your decision, whether it's a customer, a distributor, or a master affiliate, live better starting today with Reliv. And remember, you guys, that Saturday training this week, Saturday morning at 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, 11:30 Eastern. And just for you Pacific guys, it's at 8:30 Pacific. So don't miss Maris training. That's going to be incredible. So make sure and be on. And glad you guys have joined us for this webinar. We've gone a little bit over, but it's been very beneficial. And I'd like to thank everybody that has shared tonight. It's been awesome. Thank you so much.